Welcome to King Arthur Pendragon. I'm just kidding. This is we are doing this game recording at the same time that we would normally do King Arthur Pendragon because we can't do it today. But if you haven't checked it out yet, do check out King Arthur Pendragon by AP Gaming Reel, the guy right here on twitch.tv/AP Gaming Reel, Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Let me just say real quick,
Yeah.
I'm not AP Gaming Real. I'm Wilhelm Wolfsbane, and this is Blood Bowl 7s on Cabal Vision HD.
Nice. All right, so I've got a scene for Rince first. So Rince has been called into so effectively the league has its offices, right? The administrative center for the Brew Bowl, and you've been called into a meeting with a person who you understand is one of the league's lawyers, a high elf by the name of Maverton.
Mr. Miss.
Mister. So it's a male high elf, but they're not. High elves don't always have first name, surname. He might have an appellation like Maverton the Wise or Maverton the Disciplined or something, but you've just been given Maverton.
Mr. Maverton.
No worries. So when you go to the office, there's a serious-looking high elf sitting behind a desk, stacked neatly with papers, certainly weights on each of the piles to make sure they stay down. Law books on the on the wall behind him, and also sitting at the desk is Meek, the goblin, who is has recovered, but is still sort of still bandaged and bruised from some sort of clearly quite physical flogging. Mr. Barrow Rider, please come in and take a seat.
That's Lord.
Lord, my apologies. Do you, I think you know Meek here from the league's official team?
Yeah.
Yes. Meek, I'd like you to tell Lord Barrow Rider here what you told us about the recent game. And Meek sort of looks a bit sort of shy. It's like, well, I was going to go and interview Mr. Lord Barrow Rider for the half-time, and this group of humans approached me and they told me that I had to give something to him as soon as he acknowledged being called Mr. or Lord Barrow Rider, and I thought it might be a bomb, so I said no, and they beat me terribly and left me in a ditch. I thought they were going to kill me.
I appreciate your loyalty for this.
Well, now the good news was that what they were bringing was not a bomb. He pulls out a crumpled piece of paper that it's dirty and muddied, and he unfolds it and sort of slides it across the table to you. So this appears to be a legal writ established by the Barrow Rider family, claiming that they believe that you are mentally incompetent, and that they are seeking to have you placed into a care facility. So effectively, it's like a demand to surrender yourself to Empire officials, so that you can be assessed for your mental capacity. Effectively it's a process document. Now, Lord Barrow Rider, I have some good news for you, at least. As you know, the Blood Bowl circuit enjoys certain legal immunities. As you know, we have Chaos, Orc, Undead teams all playing in human towns, Elven towns. This is all, the traditional things that would cause major problems are smoothed over because of everybody's belief in the importance of this game and of Nuffle. And as such, I have informed the Barrow Rider family that even were they to serve this writ, that it would not be enforceable, as you currently enjoy the protections of your role with the Brew Bowl. However, I just wanted to inform you that I have recently heard that your family has retained the services of the owners of a Sevens team, the Viesbrook Warrior Priests. So it's possible that they may try and find a way to get to you through the game. which of course, if it's through the game, we are not powerless, but it's more difficult for us to counter.
I understand. I feel as if the Thiefsbrook Warrior Priest could be considered my nemesis.
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
Indeed. Has a roster for them been provided that I might peruse who and what they are?
I am certain I can get you one within the next week.
Excellent. Is there anything I should be doing?
In response to this, I could only say, as long as you remain with the Brew Bowl, you remain under the protections of the league, and therefore, otherwise, it's your choice if you can go and fight this action by your family. But you'd have to retain your own legal services. We're just here to protect the league.
Yeah, I understand.
Right. Oh, and Meek, you can go now. The goblin sort of toddles off. Is there anything else I can help you with, Lord Barrel Rider?
Let me ask you a question, James.
Yes.
How much do I know about, and it should be perfectly okay if the answer is no, how much do I know about, let's call it Thassa Murgulid's Dark Passenger? It's not clear to me how much magic or divine power I actually have. Okay. Have I noticed a daemon wandering around just stealing his life force at every loss?
I will let you make a roll for this, and we are going to roll. It's going to be corporate. It's an intellectual thing we're doing here.
Very well. That is an 8.
8. Okay. So I'm going to say that you've had an inkling, like you've sensed a couple of times. First off, like when you've been in the Triple Skull Owners Club, maybe you might have noticed him talking to somebody that isn't there quietly in the corner, and you've certainly noticed with each loss, he looks more and more haggard. You don't have the sort of the wherewithal to you don't have the dark sight required to actually observe the spirit itself, but you have there's enough evidence there to imply that there is something else with him.
If a coach or a player is making contracts or magic with a spiritual being vis-a-vis a daemon or something of similar repute, and that thing is not listed on the team's roster, would there be legal recourse within the league?
No, this is perfectly normal. Khorne teams regularly invoke the name of their dark god prior to matches. They don't have to put Khorne on their roster.
I'm not talking about calling upon the name of, I'm talking about a presence on and around the field of a daemon.
Unless said individual or said spirit is contravening the rules of the game itself, then this is not an issue.
If they are not on the roster of the team, is dealing with them perhaps extrajudiciously going to cause any problems with the league, local laws being their own thing?
So the only thing I can think of in what you're describing is that the league obviously assigns a numerical value to teams, and assistant coaches fall under that purview. If a person is receiving coaching advice from an entity or individual who is not regarded by the league as an assistant coach, then that potentially contravenes the laws of Duffel.
I see.
You would need to prove that such entity, well, first off existed, but also then that it was actually providing meaningful coaching assistance.
I think if I were to defeat such an entity, it would not be up to me to prove that it existed because it would be dead. I suppose it would be up to... Anyway, wonderful conversation I'm having here with HR. Thank you so much for your help with this.
Legal, not HR.
Well, HR is just an inward-facing legal department, so...
It's a very cynical way of looking at things.
I'm a very cynical... My player is a very cynical person. I suppose I'm not. And then he'll stand up and give a short bow and a handshake and leave.
All right. No worries. Is there anything else you wanted to do prior to the game?
I think that Rents is just going to write a letter to Professor Stone. There's nothing special in it. It's basically just like an acknowledgement of friendship. Stone recently professed that as a coach, Rents is the first person he's found either as a challenge or as an equal. And in a league where most people shit on Rents regularly and rarely ever get his name right, he finds that refreshing. So he just wants to stay in contact with a friend.
Pen pals, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean, our paths will not cross again unless it's in the finals. So we're crossing a continent, possibly multiple continents, to play these games. So, an in-face meeting, unlikely outside of the Triple Skulls. So just sending mail.
All right, no problem. So, sometime later, you are once again in the presence of Reverend Dr. William Wolfsbane, as was established the other day. And the show's ready to away. Welcome back to Blood Bowl 7's on Cabal-Vision. I am Wilhelm Wolfsbane. That's right, folks. We are back with some more Round 4 action for you here in the Brew Bowl, a Blood Bowl 7 tournament proudly sponsored by Bugman 7X. I'm really looking forward to tonight's match. Both teams look pretty evenly matched, running at one win apiece. On one side, we have the Warpstone Enslavers, who are currently yet to record a loss, giving them the edge going into this match. They've got a full team and a lot of speed, so get prepared to watch some incredible stretch plays. Across the field, the Enslavers are facing the Ice Horn Peak Jarls. The Jarls suffered their first loss of the season last week, going down to the Iron Hammerers, and they've also lost one of their linemen to injury in the process. They're here tonight to show that last week was an aberration. While these two teams have never encountered each other before, the managers have. In last year's season, manager Rince Barrelrider and his team, the Black Iron Slavers, faced the Jarls in the final round of the competition. In that game, the Jarls came out on top 2-1, though neither team made it through to the finals. I'm sure that both teams are looking to improve their luck tonight. As always, I'm proud to welcome a guest into the Cabal-Vision studio. Tonight, I'm joined by Rince Barrelrider. Rince, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Great to be back, Wolf.
So, Rince, you're coming off the back of what was one of the most exciting games in Brew Bowl history. Your 3-3 draw against the Scum City Blight. Your team is looking stronger and more confident each week. What are we expecting to see tonight?
I'm not sure. I want to remain confident here. A win could potentially catapult this team into the top 4, especially if some of the upcoming matches we see pull off draws. We, as was previously mentioned, lost to the Ice Horn Peak Jarls last season. It was devastating, and I recall in my own words, there was literally nothing I could do to stop it. The Enslavers are not the Black Iron Slavers. They play very differently, and I'm not certain I've fully gotten a hand on how to coach them correctly. But more than many of the matches I've faced so far, I'm looking forward to a win. I feel like it is within our capabilities to achieve one. At the very least, I'd like to avoid a loss.
The Gravemaker has become one of the standout players of your team. He currently tops the table for casualties cause and is equal third for overall performance in the league. Just how much of a linchpin player is your Rat Ogre?
He is absolutely pivotal, and my hope today is that I will be able to finish negotiations with him to announce that he will be my protege going forward.
Interesting. Now, Skaven teams are known for their speed, but they're also known for being really easy to injure. You've managed to cruise through the season so far pretty much unscathed, and you've certainly never lost a player to death. Are you at all worried with that your luck may rapidly shift in this regard?
Yes.
All right.
It is my chief and primary concern to avoid injuries, death, and drafting of my team. They were immensely destructive to my playstyle last year.
I'm not sure if you've seen, but the Jarls have offered a spot in their team this game to the courageous little tyke Georgie Armin. It seems that every team in the league is wanting to make Georgie's dream come true, and the Jarls are just the latest. Does the idea of smashing the face of a dying 11-year-old into the turf give you any pause?
I am a citizen of the Empire, and I am certain there are labor laws against this child being on the field. I understand that certain things are exempt, but I find this incredibly distasteful on behalf of the Jarls to employ a dying child with bonitis, a incredibly serious and incurable disease by my accountings.
So, are you saying that you wouldn't provide Georgie with a chance to play with the Enslavers in the future, should he survive?
I don't think Georgie's going to survive. I mean, in the end, no one survives, really, but I don't think Georgie's going to survive for very much longer. I would rather Georgie join us as a assistant coach, if such a thing were necessary, than to put him in the field. It is truly irresponsible, unhinged, and bordering on evil to place Georgie in the field. So it is of no surprise that several teams have employed him so far, chiefly the one that introduced him to the league.
So, for tonight's game, we have two relatively agile teams, both of which have demonstrated a strong aerial game. Do you think this could finally be the time that we see our first interception of the Brew Bowl?
No.
All right. Rince, it's time to get this wrapped up. Any further comments for the fans?
I just want to add that the Nesting Housing Consortium is now offering Fellblade recreations. Yes, the blade that was used in secret in order to free the world from undead tyranny can now fall into your hands with a felt plush recreation. The runes on it are nearly authentic, but will not summon dark forces that slowly sap your life force away, driving you insane and leaving you a soulless husk.
Awesome. Well, sports fans, tonight we've got two teams that can play the whole ball game. They've got speed, passing, and brute strength all in equal measure, so this could quickly become a highly technical game. More importantly, we've got the cutest chainsaw-wielding kid to ever go out on the pitch. So let's stop talking about it and go and watch some Blood Bowl. All right, and now we're here. I can quickly go and grab Georgie out of the bag. Over the team. There we go. So, let's get him to tour play so we can get this match on the road. So I will... first off, are you happy with standard weather or would you like subterranean weather?
I am happy with standard weather.
Okay, cool. All right, I've started the match. You've started the match. All right, so first off, let's go to your roles. Corporate role first off for your financial management. It's 9.
That's 9.
Okay, which is either a 10k bonus at the end of the match or a bonus towards finding yet another sponsor. Okay, now we have a promotion roll for the fans.
9 corporate roll. Just making sure I don't forget that. Oh, sorry. Did you say yes? Promotion. Yes.
Yep. Okay, so that's right. No change to fan factor, and then finally a training roll. Goes
7.
through 9. Okay, so only +2 on training.
My +2 is in management.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so that's fine. So no changes there. So you may go ahead now and roll a D3 for fan factor. big one. Go whack that into tool play.
What can I say?
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And one as well for the Jarls. Apparently, no one thinks this is going to be a very exciting game. All right. So it should now be prompting you for inducements, which you can ignore. We'll just go accept. And I can now add in my friend Georgie.
Sounds like your friend Mathis is really my friend Mathis.
All right, weather. Roll a d6.
Not asking for much, just something super average. Could be dangerous.
No, it is normal. All right, I will toss a coin. Would you like heads or tails?
I will take heads. I know a guy that says tails never fails.
You got heads?
I will receive. I will kick. I want to
kick.
receive in the second half.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
As always.
Cool. Well, you may set up then.
Are you Georgie's not deploying in this drive?
No, he's benching in this drive.
Very well. I'm going to put away one of my Fowlers. I was going to deploy all of them to kill this child once and for all and rid this fucking league of the meme. Tiring meme.
I had 90k to induce something, and I thought I could make it better mercenary. I could spend 70k on Georgie and leave the other 20k.
Yeah. The cruelty and malice you show with this device. Very well. I have placed.
Okay, you're spoken. All right. It's here.
Valkyrie's in the back, huh?
Yep.
Interesting.
All right. Ready for your kickoff, sir.
Where is the ball? How do I summon the ball to me? I'm putting it here as always.
There you go.
And there it is.
Okay, deviate roll. 6-1 is off the pitch. That's out the way.
Unbelievable.
All right. Roll a 2d6 for the kickoff event. Is changing weather. Roll 2d6. That's fine. It's a gust of wind, but the ball's already off anyway, so it has no further effect.
I don't know what's happening right now, James.
All
I feel like every 5 seconds I'm just like, what?
All right. So I can now start my turn. All right. So let's start by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 3. We're going to clear a blitz with Cirque onto Ratty Savage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 plus go for it to blitz him. 2 dice. I will push. 2 plus go for it for the second part. Oh no! Better use my reroll straight away. All right.
Yeah.
And off he goes.
Brutal.
He is only stunned, so he goes to your reserve box.
Brutal.
And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7, aren't they? 7. And I will turn over there. You right? Haven't lost you?
No, I'm My thought process right now is that I want to put a mark on the Valkyrie that's on my left to keep it from being able to just dash away. And one way to do that would be to give Bulk Hogan a support to give me 2 dice on this upcoming block. But failing that block would mean no blitz, and I'd be in a pretty bad position. You'd be able to just run that Valkyrie around. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want to risk it or whether I just want to go for the Gravemaker throwing hands into this formation. I'm going to start with the Gravemaker blitz on Harani Meldonson.
Okay, 2+. So someone goes down.
He will dunk on head cheese.
Armor roll.
Bad time.
+1 injury then.
Mm-hmm.
Badly hurt.
Oh, I didn't roll for my Wandering Apothecary.
Sorry, yes, yep. So do a 3+.
3+, yeah. No, I have my regular Apothecary.
Yep. You want to try and use that now?
Keep him from is badly hurt is the rest of the game.
It is, yes. If you use the Apothecary and it's successful, he will go to the reserves box.
No, I'll let him go. I don't need him.
So
I have a reserve.
Just record an injury then of 10 for head cheese.
Oh, James, what can I say? We're getting started already. Head cheese 10.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay. Now you make a opportunity blitz though.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then into Harani.
Yep. 2 dice. Would you like to push or knock down?
I'll take knock down.
Where would you like to put him? These 2 spaces.
Yeah, right here. And then follow up, of course. I mean, I can't not follow up. Injury is...
That is through the armor, so +1 on the injury then. KO'd. Although he's got thick skull, so he's only stunned.
Okay. Ball mover is marked. That leaves me with some options. Do you have leap or some shit?
No,
right?
but she has got nerves of steel.
Which is...
she ignores marks for the purpose of things like passing, catching, etc.
Great. Amazing. I mean, I'm just down so many players. I'm down 2 players already. One, 2. I do that, and then 1, 2. Okay, so moving Triple H here, and then Bulk Hogan onto Gerleif Arnson.
Yep.
2 dice, both block.
Yep. So push.
Yeah, both down doesn't do very much for me there, huh? Push, so my options would be here or here.
Yep.
I will push there. And I will... Jesus, I don't have super large amount of options to stop you, huh? If you get that Valkyrie loose. Going forward would also be a mistake, though, I think. I will not follow up.
Okay.
1, 2. I will move here. I have some tackle zones. That's what I've got. Go ahead, James.
All right.
Ending turn. That's my turn 1.
All right. I'll start by going 1 forward.
Yeah, of
Then
course.
we will blitz with Sir Gunnison into. There he goes. That is not through armor. Okay, then we will move 1 forward here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Go declare a path with Gita Toladota onto Thora Vardota. So it's a short pass. So it'll be on a 4+ with a reroll for pass. With a reroll for pass. Okay, so successful. You may try to intercept it with the Gravemaker.
Okay.
It'll be a 6.
How do I do that?
You need to roll a 6 to interfere with the ball first off. Oh, interferes with the ball. Okay. He will then catch it on a 5+. No. So D8, it'll deviate from his position though. He knocks it out of the air and it falls down. So it comes down to... it bounces off Harani. So D8 again. Goes to 4, so it lands back there. And he turns over. It's end of my turn.
Well, now things are getting interesting.
I was so hoping for a Gravemaker interception there.
Me too. But, that's not how life works, unfortunately. This is a bad situation to be in, I think, overall. Not great. Down players, so many people marked up. Kind of an unfavorable situation all around. I'm going to have the hissing noise stand up. Animal Savagery on Gravemaker, blocking Gaida Toladaughter.
2+. He's good. 2 dice. Push or both down.
We'll start with a push, and we'll push this way. Yep.
And 2 dice again.
Oh, yeah.
Down she goes.
I will push her here.
Armor. That is through. +1 injury. That is a KO.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the movement rate on these gutter runners? 9. I could really get away, huh? Yeah. Let's start by dodging out.
2+.
And I'm declaring a ball pickup as well.
Yeah, ball pickup's not actually you have to declare. You're out. 1,
2, 3, 4.
2+ pickup.
Reroll.
Yep. Oh. Okay. D8, see where the ball goes. 3. So it goes straight in front of him. That is a turnover.
Did I need to mark interception or anything like that?
No, it's interference only, not interception.
Very well.
I don't think interference is something that it tracks. Oh, it does. Okay, so let me just quickly go on the map, on the thing. Go back to click on your turn 2 at the top, and then put in to the record interference.
Interference, Gravemaker. Yes, I see that.
Okay, now I can then. I'm going to go to my turn 3 now. There we go. Cool. All right. First off, let's stand this person up. So, declaring a blitz with Ivan Daggerblood onto Dawn Michaels. 1, 2, 3. That will still be 2 dice. Push.
Unfortunate.
Push.
Just fistful of pushes, huh, James? Motherfucker.
So it's just stun though. So it goes back to reserve.
And it's just stun, but who am I going to get to run the ball now that everybody's dead?
So that was there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. He's going for it. 2+. He's good. All right. So Vitsirk will then block Andrew the Large.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes. I can't follow up because he got fend. That's not enough. All right, then I will then move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 to there. Actually, no, I'll leave it the way she was. 6 there. Okay, Thurk, Gunnison on Bulk Hogan. Actually, no, I'll do him onto, sorry, to whatever it is. There it goes. Armor is through. Yep.
Yes. Mm.
He's stunned. And then finally, Curleaf onto Bulk Hogan with an assist. I guess I will just push. And that's my turn over. It's a pretty effective turn, I feel.
Man, I don't really know what to do here. I'm getting destroyed utterly and completely. What does it take for Gravemaker to pick up this ball?
He has a 4+ agility.
4+ agility.
Yep.
Jesus.
Problem would be that unless you're declaring a blitz, he's going to have a 4+,
Yes.
or just stand still screaming.
I can pick up the ball and declare a blitz, though.
You
right?
can, yep, that's right. Yeah, one thing, picking up the ball is not an action. It just happens anytime you enter the square with the ball.
Okay. Andrew the Large. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Remember, it was 3 to stand up though as well.
Right, and
Yeah.
he has a movement of 7. Right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just because you were counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, so I wasn't sure if you were going to keep going.
I am going to be an insane person. I will declare a blitz on Thora Vardaughter.
Okay.
Via animal savagery, trying to pick up the ball.
2+. Okay, you good?
Okay, let's start by the ball.
Okay, so 4+. No.
Can I manager reroll that?
You can.
Does that get around to having to do?
Yeah, loner. It gets around loner, yes.
Okay, then I will reroll that. What's the 50-50 shot?
That's a 50-50 shot. All right. D8 0 goes. 7. All right.
Awful.
Yeah, not your day, for sure. He turns over. All right.
Now I have no blocker.
All right. So I'm going to start with going 1 to here. 1, 2, 3. Blitzing with Daggerblood onto the Gravemaker. 1, 2. So it'll be 4, 5, 6. So 2 dice. I will push him to there, and it will still be 6. So 2 dice again. That's suboptimal, but it's all right. We can deal with that. All right. Gearleaf onto Bulk Hogan. There he goes. That is through. Injury, come on, TTS, you can do it. Oh, that is a fatality for Bulk Hogan.
Now I will
Use
invoke
the apothecary.
Yes,
4+.
D6.
Yep. He is still dead for now. I know that might not necessarily be the case going forward, but you need to record. Sorry?
He's not a oh wait, is he one of the
Yes, he is. So he's got regeneration, so you can roll regeneration.
Regeneration.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, regeneration as well. Sure, why not?
No. It's going to come down to your he's only mostly dead. So let me record casualty for Girleaf, and you can record a death for him. But he might still get better.
Sorry, it's Bulk Hogan is dead. Is that a 12? Yes.
It's a 12, yep.
Great.
All right.
People watching this match right now on Tour Player losing their fucking minds.
All right, I'm going to try dodging out with Thora, so on a 4+, thanks to your tail. Yep. Yeah. It's good. 1.
Why
2,
not?
3,
Why not?
3+.
Just do whatever you want, James. I can't stop you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And that's a turnover.
I bet it is. My kingdom of fucks. How many I have to give? Jesus. Do I get Triple H up, dodge out, and position myself for a tackle zone? And a block assist? Just to set up another dodge out? I feel like in order to stop this, I have to take some incredulous risks. And I only have one reroll left. All right, well, Triple H is activating. And what's his movement? Let me just make sure I can even do this first. 7 as well. Okay, dodging out.
Yep, so 3+. He's good.
So that was 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Okay, Andrew the Large activating and dodging out.
3+. That's a blitz, by the way.
Yes, a blitz.
Yep, cool. Yep.
And then going here and blitzing.
No worries.
Is that the... Well, hold on. Is that actually the best plan? If I push you away...
She's got sidestep, so she can go wherever she wants anyway.
Oh, fuck. Who cares? 2 dice?
2 dice.
Great. Looks like she's going wherever she wants.
She will go there.
I'll follow.
It'll be to where spot she was in. There.
Ah, Jesus. If I want to move again, I have to dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right. Let's look up here at throwing hands at the Gravemaker. 4 and 5. So I can go on Hootsurk with 2 dice as long as I can pass an Animal Savagery on the block.
Yep. So the only concern there will be that once if you only push him, it'll be a 1 dice on the follow up.
But you know, Avended Dagger Blood is just a 1 dice
straight away. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, 2+ on the Animal Savagery. No.
Why bother? Jesus Christ, James. Have my turn, sure.
Okay.
Maybe my career too.
All right, so we'll start with a blitz from Sir Gunnison onto Andrew the Large.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. I will take the push. And off he goes. He is KO'd. And then I'll run in with Laura Vardonna. Okay, let's make a note of that into. I've got it set up now. I've got to update the score in 3 different places.
Yeah, I understand. Did you swap my dice for Lord Hungers? I just want to understand what's happening in this match.
Okay. Probably gonna be that George is only gonna get one turn though, unless my person that's KO'd waked up. So you've got a person that's KO'd to wake up on a 4+. No, so you can bring in though your other 3 players are all in reserve. I've got a person to wake up. No, which means I have to bring George in, so he's gonna get a whole turn. I'm kicking to you. You're still quite a scoring threat though, so.
Yeah, with my 5 players. What am I, the Lore Enforced Drakes?
Alright, I'm good.
I don't even know how to do this, James. No. Let's keep the formation tight. I'm ready.
Okay, Curly's got kick. I'm going to aim the ball here.
Why don't you just start off the pitch? I'd really appreciate that.
So I can go. I can either go here or live with. So I'll let it land where it lands. So it is 10, which is a blitz. 1d3 plus one of my players get a. 4 players get to pre-activate.
Now I'm really glad I didn't spread them out.
Yeah,
You're like, you're still a scoring threat. I'm about to just have a Valkyrie come in and snatch that ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for it. 8. Go for it. 9. Okay. All right. We will then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Declaring a blitz with Georgie on the Gravemaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't because he couldn't even do that. Sorry. So instead, I will then blitz with Dirk Gunnison onto David Racista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it. Okay, it'll be 2 dice. Down he goes. That is through. That is a badly hurt. You need to record 10 for Dave Batista. That's a casualty for Sir Gunnison. Right, and the ball bounces. 8, so it goes to there. And to your turn 5.
Is it? I hardly noticed. I'm going to start by picking up the ball.
Okay, 2 plus. Got it.
We're going to have the Gravemaker do a block on Cirque Guardson.
Yep. He's going to smash someone down first. Is it Ratty Savage?
Ratty Savage, sure.
Yeah. Armor. That is through, so +1 in injury from Mighty Blow. So he is stunned.
Okay.
Alright, then 2 dice on Cirque. Got him.
I'll knock him here.
Armor. 8 is no, they're a 9 plus. So. I think it's just Triple H to go, isn't it now?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to just try to blitz Hootsurk off, whether I want to foul Cirque or just try to move behind Don Michaels to protect from some sort of rear attack from the Valkyrie. I mean, my options here are very limited, but I think going anywhere into the field opens up Georgie doing some whack ass shit. So I prefer not to do that if possible. I think maybe the thing to do is to just move over here to block the other two from getting an easy gutter runner sleigh. And that's, I guess, it for me for turn 5.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to declare a blitz with the Valkyrie onto Dawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to blitz. Push, push. All right, so not scoring this turn. I'll stand you up. And no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Girleaf is going to foul Ratty Savage.
Ironic.
7's not enough. I need to record a foul for Girleaf.
Not even with 2 marks?
No, because your marks cancel out.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So I've got +2, you got -2. So, yeah. All right. And I may as well move Georgie up. 3, 4, 5. And I'll put him there, actually, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will turn over there to your final turn of the first half.
What is my viability of passing with Don Michaels to Triple H?
If it was a pass, it would be a 6+ followed by a 4+ catch. If it was a handoff, it would just be a 4+ catch.
Yeah, but I want to get the completion. Yeah.
So I mean,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, you could still try and do things like if you could like have the Gravemaker hit the Valkyrie and get her away. That at least makes it a 5+ followed by a 3+, rather than a 6 and a 4.
Sure. Let's start with that. Animal Savagery block on Thora.
Yeah.
Comes that 1.
Jesus. Has to smack down the Gutter Runner.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna kill my own player real quick. Top star.
That's just through the armor. Yep, +1 injury. At least it's only stunned. D8, see where the ball goes. 7 goes onto the Valkyrie. But that's it'll be a turnover. She'll catch it on a 4, 5.
So I don't even get to throw a smack.
No, because that ends your turn straight when you're like knocking down the ball carrier. That's the end of the half. Oh, rough. Okay, let's reset everybody. All right, so you have a person to try and wake up on a 4+. Yes, he's fine. I have a person to wake up on a 4+. It's fine. I need to try and stop Georgie from getting sent off on a 6+. Oh my god, Georgie is not sent off. You can go to reserve for now, though. Actually, no. Let's have him in this turn. Let's send off Vitzerk instead. and I'm kicking to you in the second half. Before we do that, though, in the change room during the halftime, in comes Reek. Mr. Barrel Rider, sorry, Lord Barrel Rider. It's rough out there. I've never seen so many Skaven fall so easily.
No, that's actually pretty normal.
I mean, not in this league so far.
This is a truly special league.
Can you still equal it up with only 5 players?
Probably not. I anticipate that this will be a devastating loss for me.
Well, we're all pulling for you in the commentary booth.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, good luck in any case. I hope that you manage to pull this out.
We'll see. It will require some incredible moves.
All right. He runs off. All right, I'm kicking to you. So,
I mean, these frenzy pushes have taken out 3 players so far. It's just unbelievable.
All right, I'm set to kick off.
Yeah, I mean, what do I do with this formation? You've got Georgie, you've got Frenzy all over the place.
At least it's not the Butchers.
And you've got Kick. So yes. I have very few options.
All right, so I'm going to throw it here.
Sure, you want to get a blitz in the process again as well?
So it's to direction 4, which is this way. So it's either 2 or 5. So 1, 2. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go for a 10. It's not a 10. It is a 4, which is a solid defense. So I can reset up any format I want, but I'm happy with my current format. So I will. You know what? Actually, I'll put him over here. So I'll change. And the ball will then bounce to 6, so there. And could you just start your turn 1 in, or start your turn in tool play?
Sure.
And you're up.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't need 6 to get there.
So 3 plus pickup.
5.
He's got it.
6, 7. I don't have a blitzer, huh?
Yeah, he got killed.
I am going to declare a blitz on Thara Vardaughter.
Yep.
With the Gravemaker.
Yep. Oh my god, he's going terribly today. Is he knocking down? Yep. Oh, sorry, by the way, you should have your second reroll back as well. I have my reroll back too.
Sure, not making a difference here, but sure.
Yep, that's fine. Coach. That's not
no armor break.
No, that's fine, but he's down. And he can still get up and move though.
Oh, if that's true, I might. And then there it is, James. I have a cage.
All right.
Can't wait to see how you're gonna throw me off the fucking sidelines here.
All right. So the question is, do I try and chainsaw the Gravemaker? I would need a 6+ on 2d6.
Just go ahead and kill him. Just remove me as a threat for the rest of the year. Take out the top player. Maybe. Oh, what are you thinking? Maybe get Don Michaels. Just disassemble my whole team.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have I've been to Dagger Blood block Dawn Michaels. So 1, 2, 3,
This is a
4.
blitz?
Splits, yeah.
Really? Without the chainsaw?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's got dodge. So I will push him to there. And I'll push him to there. All right. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And we will turn over there.
Let's assume I try some sort of dodge out play.
Yep.
With Don Michaels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to here.
Yep.
What is the viability of such a throw? Something like right here.
Be a long bomb. So
okay.
You'd be rolling. You're a 2+ passing, so -2 for long bomb goes to 4, -1 for being marked goes to 5. Be a 5+ with a reroll for pass.
And then the interception, I don't know how that works.
Well, they pretty much any of them would need to get a 6 to interfere with it.
It's already happened for the Gravemaker, so
yeah.
you know. Sounds like I need to clean this area up a little bit. This Ulfanar is a problem. And what's Georgie? He's strength 2.
So if you blocked him with Andrew the Large, it'd be 1 dice.
It'd be 1 die. I really want to kill him to just remove him as an option in this league, but it feels like starting with that would be incredibly foolish. And I can't trust the Gravemaker to do a fucking thing right now.
Because he rolls a 1, he'll knock down the ball carrier.
Yeah. And that'll be a turnover with the ball in the loose with an Ulfner next to the ball. What's the viability of Ratty Savage on Evinda Daggerblood?
He'd be 2 dice. No, he'd be 1 dice because you'd have the assist from. Yeah.
Jesus. Useless. You really broke this cage up with that frenzy. It has caused me some problems.
I mean, if you were to say dodge Andrew the Large back one on a, well, go to there, then there, that'll be on a 3+ dodge. That would then give you a 2 dice on to get Avinda out of the way, which makes it a much easier throw. Makes it a 4+ rerollable throw.
You know what? It's a Grimdark James plan.
Could I suggest you at least, because the Gutter Runner's only going to make a 2+ dodge, so I'd consider moving the Gutter Runner where you want to move it first. That's actually pretty. So 2+ dodge there. You're good.
What's the move on these guys?
6.
6. 1, 2, 3.
But they really never go for it because they fall on a 1 or a 2.
Oh yeah, drunkard. But that's not the problem. The problem is the Ulfner. He's just gonna push the Gutter Runner out. But that's a problem for another day. I honestly don't think I can risk to go for it in this time and place. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be great to have him, but all right, Andrew the Large dodging out.
3+. He's good.
Okay. we go here, and then we do Ratty Savage on a Vendor Dagger Blood is
Yep.
1 die.
No, 2 dice now because you've got 3, 4, 5.
But he's a 5 as well.
He's a
right?
4.
No, he's a 4.
Yep.
Okay. Sure.
Push him there. He's no longer marking the ball carrier.
No follow-up. Maybe. Let me think about that. I think I have to follow up to get a clear path out. Right?
No. I'm sorry. What do you want to do? Sorry.
I want to get the ball carrier somewhere over here.
Oh yeah.
so
Okay. Yeah. Then you would have to follow up. You have to.
I have to follow up.
Yeah.
Great.
There.
Oop. Okay. Declaring a pass.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here. 5, 6, 7.
That'd be a short pass or quick pass. Sorry. So on a 2. Then re-roll with pass.
Re-roll.
No. He's got the pass skill.
Oh, I have the pass skill. Yes, of course. Time for that through armor,
Right, and then
torso.
and then 2 plus the catch. Okay, there you go. It's a completion for Triple H.
What happens if I activate Gravemaker, Animal Savagery, and fail, and there's no one?
He does nothing. He just stands there screaming.
I have not blitzed. Is that correct?
I think you have no.
I don't think I have either. What's my go-to on Gurleaf Arneson? It would just be one die.
One die.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not sure pushing him closer to the ball carrier is a good idea. You're a tactical player, James. What are your thoughts here? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to let you influence me. I'm not going to go for it. Gravemaker is just in the shithole today. Let's let him get fucking eaten by Georgie. I'm ending my turn.
Okay.
Claim your just rewards for whatever you want to do. Eat the ball carrier. Eat the Gravemaker.
Okay, 1, 2. Then Gurleaf will block the Gravemaker with 3 assists. That's 2 dice. There he goes.
Here it comes.
Then blitzing on the ball carrier with Cirque. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one. Push to there. 6 for the last one. He goes. So he is at the stun, so he goes to your reserve box. The ball gets thrown back in where he is. It will go straight across the field. 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then I've been to Dagger Blood will hit Randy Savage. Yep. There he goes. That's not through armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Georgie is going to foul the Gravemaker. So first will kick back for the chainsaw. He's good. So he's got 3 for the chainsaw, 4, 5, 6. So 2d6 plus 6. So he's through. The Gravemaker is stunned. And that'll be my turn over. I should recall now for Geordie. Oh, what was the last okay, so he's sent off. Sorry, so just argue the call. He's not sent off. Wow. Georgie's really lucking out this time.
There's some real Lawsoning behavior right here.
Yeah, it is
what I want to say.
Yep.
Activate Ratty Savage to just stand up.
Yep.
Andrew the Large is dodging here.
3+. Team reroll.
Yeah, team reroll, James.
He's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick up the ball.
3+. Team reroll.
Do I have one left?
You do. You get 2 per turn. 2 per half, sorry.
Sure, why not?
Yep.
For some reason, I thought I only had one left.
He's got it.
I mean, in a normal universe, I would push myself 2 further with Go For It's, but I have rolled 1s repeatedly. So, while I would love to move forward in such a way that an Ulfner would push me out, I feel like instead I have to take the risk to move inland so he doesn't frenzy me off, right?
Well, he's only got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could not push you off. He could only push you to a maximum of there.
Okay, great. Instead, I'm still looking at Georgie possibly coming in and chainsawing my ass. Does Triple H have any value in this formation? I will declare a blitz with Triple H and do a block on Eva.
Okay, 1 dice. Push.
I will push her here.
Yep, that's 1.
I will not follow up. So it's 1, 2, 3. It just feels like whoever I move to block assist with, you're just going to use the other person, right? If I go to block for the Ulfner, you're just going to use Georgie and vice versa. It might be worth figuring out how to shit up the Ulfner. Frenzy pushing me backwards. That would be a problem. So 6, 7, I don't know, right? Like, then you'd be forced. The only way you could get me out is through here. You push me backwards. I'll end my turn, James. I'm literally don't have any other activations.
Okay.
And I believe the Gravemaker will flip over, so he can just go ahead and get slaughtered again. How do I flip him over?
Yeah, 2. That's right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
1,
we're not.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You want to do a cage for me?
Declaring a blitz by Georgie onto the ball carrier.
Why not?
1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be 2 dice plus 3. Sorry, to kick back first off. He's good. So 2 dice plus 3 is enough to knock him down. Injury. He is dead.
Okay.
Okay. Record Andrew the Large. Oops. Sorry. I'll record a casualty for Georgie. And the ball goes to 4, which is back onto Thora Vardotter, who will catch it on a 4. No, so the ball deviates again to 2, which is to here. All right. Okay, my Ulfner is going to hit Ratty Savage. There it goes.
Is there any ref tossing this kid?
No, it happened at the end of the drive because it wasn't a foul; it was an attack.
Great.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just go for it to there. That's good. And finally, Girleaf will foul the no, not Girleaf. Harani will foul the Gravemaker +2. That is through armor. So he is stunned again. That is a foul for Harani. That'll be your turnover.
You know, James, what's your tactical advice here? If you were on my side of the board, what would you do? My thought right now is to declare a blitz on Georgie and then try multiple dodges around these Valkyries, pick up the ball and walk it in. What do you think? Is that a good plan?
Probably only I'd do first would be to try and get Ready Savage to stand up, dodge out, and come around here so that you at least have 2 dice on Georgie rather than only 1 dice.
Oh, and I get that by marking up the
wolf and yeah.
You know, James, I appreciate that advice, and I'll tell you why I'm not going to take it.
Okay.
Because my dice rolls have been fucking garbage.
Yeah, for your 3+ dodge, yeah, I know.
Multiple failures. I will definitely fail if I attempt that. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no getting around the fact that a second die probably isn't going to help save this situation. And I have no rerolls, so I've talked myself through it. I am declaring a blitz, and I'm going in on Georgie.
No worries.
Fuck this kid.
Down he goes. Where do you want to put him?
Right here.
Following up.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so armor, you get +3 because he falls in his own chainsaw, sorry. We'll take the armor roll. So he's definitely, it's through his armor, so roll injury now.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that. Yep. Yeah, okay. Injury.
So he's stunned DKO'd.
Does he still get checked by the ref?
He does, yeah. Yeah, so he would roll first off to be woken up, and then also he rolled first off to be sent off, and if he wasn't sent off, he would have to wake up because he played in this drive. So you moved 1.
Yes.
So it would be 5+, 5+, 3+, or 4+, 4+, 5+, 3+.
I mean, why roll more dice when I can just roll fewer dice? Am I right? What? Come on, James. What are the odds I'll fail 2 5+ in a row? What are the odds, James? What do you think?
83%.
So what would you suggest? Try to take the long way around?
No, I don't. I do. I mean, even the 4+, 4+, 5+, it's still the odds are still worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge into here and go for Rock of Gibraltar.
All right, 5+. Close, not quite.
Okay.
All right, armor. Not through. He turns over. All right, my turn 4.
At this point, forget evening up the score.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to declare a pass with Gita. So she's going to pick the ball up first off. 3+. She's good. It's a quick pass, so it'll be on a 3+. She's got it, and then it'll be a 3+ catch. With a catch skill, reroll. Okay, so that's a pass for Gita. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fouling Rainmaker with Rani again, +3. That's enough to get through. He is KO'd. So I need to record another foul for Rani Melson. And that'll be a turnover.
Can I concede the match to keep you from fouling the shit out of me?
With concession, I think there's no penalty for conceding with 2 players remaining. Let me just double check. Wait a sec, sorry. Conceding, okay. Seriously, because normally, I know there is something where you can see with only 2 players and certain penalties, because normally things like players quit your team in disgust and you get no money. I'm just trying to work out which things you don't get for conceding with only 2 players.
Page 40. If you have fewer than 3 players, you can concede with no penalty. You still earn income for the game, and you suffer no penalties on page 67.
Okay, cool. So none of the penalty. Okay, cool. So all that happens then is
just know I'm getting that off the internet. So I mean,
yeah,
check page 40 to confirm.
Yeah, because normally the penalties would be you don't get to give a player a skill, you don't generate any winnings, your fan factor is reduced by D3, roll a D6 for each player with advancements on a 1 to 3 to player quit the team in disgust. But I'd say that the only thing that applies would be that your opposition team counts as gaining 1 extra touchdown. They're awarded 1 extra touchdown for purpose. The results. So would you like to concede?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's bring all the players back. So need to. So we now need to just do end. In your screen, go edit and go concede match. Okay, cool. So hopefully it's not ruined. Okay, cool. So first off, let's bring all your living players back on. Now you have the ability to save 1 player from death with he's only mostly dead.
Ratista.
You mean they're not dead. The dead ones are Bulk Hogan and Andrew the Large.
Interesting. Yeah, but then I saved the Blitzer, Bulk Hogan.
Okay, cool. So he survives. All right, bring this guy back on. All right, so winnings will be so you'll get 35,000. Let me just see what this is showing in. Okay, cool. Let's give it to you. 35,000. I'll get 55,000 because of the extra touchdown for the purpose of the concession. All right. Make a management roll to have players avoid the draft. 10. So your players are immune to the draft. All right. I need to roll.
A blessing, surely.
Yep. I need to roll for Thora Vardota. She quits the team. And Rani, he. Let's double check which was who had skills at the start. Okay, so yeah, the player with Pro was also one. So that's Rani Meldenson. He does not quit, and it turns out, yeah, Nerza Steel was one. This was well. So see if Gita quits. No, okay, so it's one of the Valkyries quits. All right, roll for fan factor. Mine goes up. You roll for fan factor. I put 3 in, which means it won't go down. All right, I am going to go and give a skill to. Um, let's give it to one of the Wolfener. Let's give it to Sir Gunderson. And we're going to give him a random primary. Let's see what they're actually. Who would you like to give a skill to? Oh, first, I'll make a training roll to see what influence you have. 10. Okay, so you can pick the skill on the table you roll. And were you also making the grave making your protege?
I have to get the XP first before I do that.
No worries.
But the answer to that would be yes, but I don't think we get it until
after the game's finished. It's the last thing happens. Yes.
Yep. But I will be making him it so when you go forward, I will be picking the grave maker as the person I'm giving the skill to.
Okay. What kind of skill are you giving him?
Primary skill.
Which one? Which not? But so it's a strength skill.
Yes.
Yeah, which means that you'd have to roll to see which table it's on and pick the one.
Sure.
Pick a skill.
I'm looking for the Juggernaut table.
Cool. Just roll a D6.
Motherfucker.
On page 74. Yeah, no. So your options are multiple block, pile driver, stand firm, strong arm, or thick skull.
I don't know strong arm.
Strong arm you can't take because he hasn't got throw teammate.
Okay. So stand firm is
he can not be pushed. You can decide not to be pushed with him.
Oh, interesting. And thick skull.
Thick skull is the chance of injury. So effectively, he is stunned. So he's KO'd on only a 9+, not an 8+.
Pile driver is the one where you can get a foul when you block.
Yeah, if you knock someone down, you go prone straight and get a free foul.
And then multiple block is
you can block two opponents, but your strength counts as 2 lower.
That would only be useful versus something like halflings.
Or if you have assists, though. If you've got assists on both opponents, you get 2 dice on both opponents.
Interesting. I think that with what I'm looking at here, I'll take thick skull.
Thick skull. So just put in random primary or the Gravemaker. Okay, how many ongoing sponsors do you have?
Just the one.
Just one. Okay, so roll a D3. Cool. So you get 20,000, which that's what he wanted to roll, which is good. Roll a D6 to see if one of your team members offends the sponsor. No, they do not. All right, so you can just decline the sponsor that comes up on to a play. Now you can never, because you roll well on your corporate roll, I need to give you an extra 10k as well. So, and I need to also unkill one of your kill the player that you brought back.
Yeah, Bulk Hogan. I believe that brings me up to 155,000.
That is correct. Yes.
So I would need to purchase someone or do something to avoid expensive mistakes.
You would need to spend at least 60k.
At least 60k, and a Skaven lineman costs 50,000.
Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, you could add a coach or a cheerleader for 20k for the difference.
Yeah, I am going to add a coach and a new lineman.
Okay.
I need to come up with a name for them.
When you get a second, just go and pick, roll the random skill for the Gravemaker. And
yes, of course. Warpstone Enslavers. Gravemaker. Then I have to add a new player, huh? I don't. Oh, here we go. Down here. Pick a new Skaven lineman. Accept.
Oh, was it Stanford or Thick Skull you took it in? Thick Skull.
Thick Skull, the injury one.
Yeah.
Because I'm concerned about a motherfucker running up on me with a chainsaw for the rest of this. I mean, this is a devastating defeat, James.
That was like the
Truly crushing.
the amount of removal. So yeah, just
I mean, you basically blitzed every other turn somebody off of the field.
Yeah.
It was a extremely high number of push.
We need to quickly have your exit review with Wilhelm.
Sure. I will let the audience comment on this video with what they think the name of the new Skaven player should be.
Okay, can I make comments on it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can comment on your own videos.
I'll have to go and load up WWE 2K 2023 and look for some inspiration.
Can't stop you.
That's it. Rinse. Tough match. Tough. I don't know what to say. That was I didn't expect. It wasn't the case that your speed was hampered. It was just you just lost feet on the ground.
Indeed. Devastating loss. I can only hope that the Clan Skari viewers back home are not as devastated as we are. Obviously, we're all going to get back into things and continue to push forward here at the Enslavers. We suffered a death. We don't speak the secret name of Andrew the Large. All of our players, of course, have real Skaven names. He will be returned home as a war hero, which is pretty rare for Skaven, and given a state funeral, is my understanding.
Yeah, indeed. Carrying your ball or carried on it, right?
Yeah. I mean, he'll be eaten after the funeral's over. We can't let that meat go to waste. But,
I almost feel like I jinxed you by saying that there'd be no major injuries until now with your team.
We almost had that interception you were looking for. There was a ball swatted out of the sky.
By the Gravemaker, indeed. What a play there. It could have, I mean, I think that the Jarls still wanted to score eventually, but that would have been a spectacular interception had the Gravemaker been able to keep his hands on the ball.
Agreed.
Well, Rinse, it is what it is. We've still got 4 rounds to play though, so there's still plenty of chance for redemption for the Enslavers. I look forward to seeing you back here next week, and to our viewers, I hope you enjoyed tonight, and we will see you next time. And AP, any other thoughts on the game?
Let me update my notes real quick. Plus assistant coach and plus Skaven lineman, bringing me down to 85,000. I think I mean it's a bit blunt to say it, but I didn't do enough to anticipate the Ulfnars just pushing people out. I think I let myself got into that position. I assumed that after the first time it happened, I realized that it could keep happening, but I assumed that at some point you would just either get dice that indicated failure or dice that would just be like stumble pow, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't be able to keep the push going. And that never happened. It was just continuous pushes. I chose poorly for how to deal with this team in early formation. That first drive was devastating. I feel like that's happening to me a lot, that the first drive of the game is so horrifyingly bad for me that recovery is nearly impossible. But unlike with the game versus Dunamis, there was no real recovering. I mean, I struggled to just get the ball anywhere near your end zone and then died. But, you played well, James. You played exceedingly well. You made great choices all throughout. And you chose your team lineup well. I would like to see Georgie killed and removed from this league.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. He did fall on his chainsaw there, so it could have happened. And don't forget, even if he doesn't die now, he will eventually die of bonitis.
Everyone will eventually die of something.
Yeah.
I want him to die now.
All right, AP. Thank you for playing with me today. Thank you for taking our Pendragon time aside to do this game.
It wasn't like we were going to play Pendragons.
I guess I will. I'll speak to you later. But to the viewers at home, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Put your votes in the comment section.